guys, so we talked a little bit last week about changing our name, and we are going to. We just haven't changed it on our page yet, but hopefully by the time you see this, this is what we're going with. Soulful Conversations, 2 Voices, 1 Path. And I think that completely nails it on what we do.
Right.
Because, I mean, we have one path that we're on, which is our utopia, our complete oneness with who we are, our authentic selves.
Right.
But
we are authentically different.
Yes, we have 2 different voices.
Right.
That totally.
But the destination
resonate.
is the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so we're here to talk about our soulful conversations, our journey on what's going on and where we're headed. So last week we started with, last week we started with the narcissistic parenting, how to navigate through. So we went ahead and we're going to have a part 2 of it because we didn't even really get into halfway. Yeah. So that's what we're going to do this week. So I will say this a couple of different times through the video: like, share, follow, because without you guys, comment, give us feedback, share us, follow us, like it. At least if you're liking it, then we get, hey, this is something that's going to be helpful with people, and it's helping us, it's therapeutic for us. And
right. And it's like, more people like this, so let's give them more of that.
Yeah, exactly. So like, share, follow, and I will let you start with our topic.
Okie dokie.
Yes.
The question is,
yes,
why do I freak out when asking for help?
Oh, yeah.
You were never given help, or if you were, it was thrown back in your face.
Yeah.
Or it came with strings.
Yes.
Or I'm going to help you the way I want to help you, not the way you need help.
Yeah.
Because I've been poor my whole life. And there have been times when my child was young that we didn't have groceries. So I would ask my spiritual mother to help with the groceries, which was so hard to do.
To begin with.
Yeah, and she's so nice. Yes, come on, I'll take you and the baby. We'll go to the grocery store. She would walk up and down every aisle with me, and she would pick the groceries.
Yeah.
I have an autistic son that only ate 5 things at that time.
Yeah.
She didn't get any one of those 5 things. So I was stuck with, I am so grateful that you helped me because you did do this for me.
Yeah.
But I'm so pissed off because I can't feed my kid still.
Yeah.
Because you didn't get what he eats.
Right.
But it's already so hard to ask.
Yeah.
So hard to ask.
Yeah. Yeah. And and I was gonna bring that up, like, especially with the narcissistic parent, what they think you should have versus what you know that you need.
Or if you can't get it yourself, you don't deserve it.
Yeah.
I still get that to this day.
That if you can't get it yourself, you don't deserve it.
You don't deserve it, or you don't need it.
See, and how, yeah.
Well, you want me to come up here and take you to the doctor. I have enough gas to get here. I need you to give me money to get home. Yeah. I'm not moving in with you.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
So even when you're helping them and need help to help them, it's an issue.
Yeah. Well, that's where those strings come from.
Most definitely.
Yeah. There's a lot, and there's a lot of people out there that are like that, though.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, how do you navigate that?
And
how
then you got those people, I'm going to rant for a second.
Yeah.
They drive me so crazy because we all have a hard time asking for it. My kids, yeah. I'm trying to help my kids heal it because one of them is the same way.
Yeah.
But then you have people that were like, oh my God, I had to stop my whole day because I saw this thing and I have to help. So I went and bought this and this and this and this, and I'm going to go give it to this homeless person. Or like, nobody asked them for help.
Yeah.
But they're going to help.
Yeah.
But they're going to make absolutely certain the whole wide world knows that
it.
they're helping.
Yeah. And that, like, to me, that's a cardinal rule of giving.
Well, and it's scriptural.
You do it out of the goodness of your heart. It's, character is what you do when people don't see you.
Right.
And yeah, I'm like that. I don't. Yeah.
Sorry, little side tangent. It
No,
made me think of that.
I'm telling you.
But if you have a hard time asking for help, you're not alone. People understand.
Yeah.
A lot of us are like that.
Yeah.
But don't wait till the last minute, because I'm getting better.
Mm-hmm.
But if I ask you for help, I needed it yesterday.
Yeah.
So.
And we've talked about that too, because there were a couple of instances in my life recently that I had to ask for help, and I got like, not, I don't want to say it was like, no way, but there was some resistance to it.
Or let me see what I can do, or I'll get back to you on that. And
yeah.
then they don't ever get back.
Yeah. Or I only have, this for myself, so I don't have any more for anybody else. And
Mm-hmm.
and I get that, but I would never ask unless I absolutely needed it. So, but then again, with that in mind, like, with getting back to asking before you need it, that, in that instance, it showed me that, one, that was a trigger, but it made me go into why. Like, why I felt that way to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where we got to, you have trouble asking for help. But I've gotten a lot better about that, because I healed something else of the worthiness or the non-deserving, or, healing that part of it. And then I have a perfectly good explanation to give you. Does that make sense?
Not really. Like, you lost me kind of in the middle there.
Well, so when you ask for help, when you're asking for help and you get a rejection, or it comes with strings or whatever, it makes you feel a certain way.
Yeah.
And then when you get into that feeling of, why do I feel that certain way, and heal it, then I think that's the part that makes it easier for you to ask for help.
Oh, yeah.
Because in my brain, I have it worked out. The initial, the wounded part of me that accepted it was, I didn't deserve it. It's my own fault that was a big one. It's my own fault that I got myself in that situation.
Mm-hmm.
I don't deserve to ask for help. And I think that's a really big thing with a lot of we don't ask for help.
Right.
If something like that is, but healing that, I did this and I did that and I did this, I did everything that I could, then asking for help, you're like, hey, but this and this and this.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I don't know, like, it's almost like you're, I don't want to say defending yourself, because that's another trauma response.
Well, but it is.
But
I've taken every step, because my thing is, well, did you try this? Did you try that? Did you try? Yes, I did. All of the things.
Yeah.
But then I also have to understand, they can say no. Just because I'm asking doesn't mean they have to help me.
Right.
And I have to accept no.
Right.
My thing is, tell me no. Don't tell me I'll get back to you.
Oh, yeah, no.
Just tell me no,
Yeah.
so I can move on and figure something else out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do see what you're saying.
But, and two, with that figuring something else out, the universe always provides.
They do.
Like, no matter what.
It's hard to remember that in the moment.
Yes.
But.
And then once you believe it wholeheartedly, then that having to ask for help kind of comes well, it comes at no price, but it comes at a lesser traumatic emotion. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So, yeah. Okay, I think I went off topic.
We both
there,
kind of
but-
tangented.
Okay.
Okay. Why do I push everyone away when I'm emotionally struggling?
Oh, yeah.
You don't feel like you deserve help, love,
Right.
support, because it's the opposite of what you got as a child.
And I mean, there's always that, you know, I'll give you something to cry about.
Oh yeah,
Or
suck
you,
it up, buttercup.
You know, yeah. Showing weakness. I think that's probably the biggest thing is you were so ridiculed or bullied as a child that you had to toughen up so that you didn't show weakness.
Right.
And then as an adult,
Well, even as an adult, some of us still have to deal with that. Because mine and my siblings' first bully
yeah,
is still our bully.
yeah,
And my brother just had to go through it with mom.
yeah. Yeah.
That was tough. He did better than I would have done in the situation. But yeah, it's that feeling of deserving. It's the same with asking for help, I think.
Yeah.
Because when we're emotionally struggling, we need emotional help.
Yeah.
And we had this conversation not long ago because I don't know, I've had, just in recent years, Daddy died, Archer moved away, like stuff has happened. And you've said, well, you know, if you ever want to talk about anything, I'm here, like we can talk about it. And I'm like, well, you know the facts, what is there to talk about? Like you already know what's going on.
Yeah.
Talk about what? Like that,
Right.
what's left.
Right.
So I'm still working on
Like,
the emotional.
well, but I
Maybe,
think
or-
being able to maybe not have it cut and dried like that, but to kind of go more into the scenario.
Like venting without the anger?
Maybe so.
Because I can vent all day long.
Yeah. But you're right though. You're like,
That-
this is
You-
it,
you
and
know
that's
the
all there
information.
is.
Like,
yeah,
yeah.
what else is there to talk about? But there's got to be something. No?
No.
Is that the healed point? I kind of feel that though.
But when we're not talking about it, I'm not thinking about it.
Right, because, well, and that's the thing they say, if it's something that you think about continuously, it's not healed.
Okay. It was like,
So maybe that's,
woo, wah, 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 up there. Like,
yeah. Or is it a learned behavior?
I've always been this way.
Okay. Cut and
So
dry. It's all good. That's awesome. Well, that's good.
maybe.
I
Unless
hope.
I'm just like the queen of repression. But it
Ooh.
did. Now, the
Oh, I just had a
quietness
deja
of
vu
mine,
here. Okay.
I haven't always had the quietness of mine.
Right.
The whole, if someone wants me to talk about stuff, like after Dad died, everybody said, oh, you could talk to me, I'm here.
About what?
I didn't know the man.
Yeah.
Now he's dead.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not,
Sorry to talk.
I mean, it's sad, and I get emotional about it when I think about it and things like that, but this stranger person died. But oh no, that was your dad, and you gotta have feelings about that, and I dealt with those feelings in my early 20s.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, and no reason to rehash over and over and over again.
right.
Yeah.
Oh. Maybe I still have healing to do.
Yeah, I think there's probably some in there, but I mean, we're getting there though,
Yeah.
because every little bit is helping and moving us forward.
Right. But like this, it's like nothing, but I'll see something or hear something and then it'll hit me I miss my daddy. Like out of the blue.
Then yeah.
So
yeah, there's something else in there that needs to.
But it's got to be triggered by something other than me consciously trying to do it.
Well, like I told you, I put on that one band that I like so much to get in my feelings, and it forces me to look at things.
It's daddy songs.
Yeah.
Or a freaking show with the good daddy and be like, I'd start out pissy. My daddy never did nothing like that. I'd be like, oh my God, he's such a good daddy.
I miss him so much.
Well, I mean, I ain't never said that.
Well, no, because you didn't have him.
Since my 20s. Anyway, enough about me and my father issues.
No, we're just talking about your mom.
I got all the issues tonight. Well, narcissistic parents.
Yeah.
You do one.
Right.
Okay. But I messed up. I think it starts way over there.
Why do I feel constantly stressed even when life is simple? Oh, yeah. Sometimes it's especially when life is simple. When you grow up without a safe place, that becomes normality. So as an adult, when you have a simple life, you have to have peace and not things doing, what's that?
Let me see. Is my handwriting that bad?
No, it's not.
Okay. Sometimes it's especially when life is simple.
Mm-hmm.
When you grow up without a safe place,
Yep.
that becomes normality.
Yep.
So as an adult, when you have a simple life, when you have peace
Yep.
and nothing's going wrong, it feels dangerous.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like that peace belongs to you.
Mm-hmm.
So you look around for chaos. If you can't
Yeah.
find it, you create it.
Yeah. You're waiting for that rug to be ripped out from under you.
Yeah.
At any moment, because sometimes that did happen,
Oh yeah.
but then it was dangerous to feel safe.
Right.
But you're right, because of the normality of it, that seemed to be like the easier, more peaceful route. Like, but do you know what I mean by that? Like,
Right.
it was easier to just
Well, to stay on guard, because things hurt worse if it's steady bad,
yeah,
you get numb to it and
Yeah.
it just is what it is.
yeah,
But then if there's a high in there, like you have a good day and then mom comes home drunk or whatever, it's the normal amount of bad that you're used to, but because it's coming right after a good day,
yeah,
it's like it hurts worse.
yeah,
So if you keep yourself prepared,
yeah, for the worst,
Then-
always.
it doesn't hurt as bad because you
Yeah.
don't have the high before,
Right.
the happy before.
Yeah, and yeah,
Like waiting for the other shoe to fall. That's my brother's big thing.
mm-hmm.
He can never enjoy anything because he's always waiting for the other shoe to
And
drop.
how much of my life did I spend doing that?
Yeah.
Because I just waited for the ball to drop. I waited for it. And what happens is, in the spiritual sense of it, that's what you're manifesting. That's what you're putting, the energy you're putting forth.
Yeah.
But training yourself, redefining, retraining your brain to think on the other end of that, from the other's perspective, that's a whole new ballgame.
Right.
And it's a life changer. Looking at our time to see where we're at, but
Yeah. Even with my glasses, I can't
yeah,
see it.
no, it's a life changer.
Yeah. And then two, if you're able to get yourself to a place where, because I told my brother, the other shoe is gonna fall.
Mm-hmm.
Like things go up and down. That's just natural.
Right.
But you're smart, and you've got street smarts, and you're in a good position financially. If that shoe falls, you're gonna be okay.
Yes.
Like you're gonna struggle and have to deal with it.
Yeah.
But you're gonna be okay. Look at what we've already been through.
Yeah.
You're gonna make it through
Yeah.
whatever.
Someone once said you're at 100% because you're still here at this moment.
Yeah,
And
all of us have survived 100% of the stuff we've been through.
Yeah, exactly.
Some of us are a little whack,
I know that
Little-
little tick going on.
right? But
that
yeah.
ran out of it. So yeah.
So we've got to learn how to not create the chaos just so we can feel normal.
Yeah.
Because then we're continuing that cycle, not just for ourselves, but for those around us.
Exactly. Because I've done that. Like, I just had talks with my daughter the last week or so, and it's like she's in that place where it's the comfortability of chaos, and you have to change that mindset. And she's like, how do you change your mindset? I'm like, you have to just do it. You have to figure it out. If they show you or you realize that it's happening, that's the golden ticket right there.
Right.
Once you realize it's happening, then you can be like, aha, shut it down, or that no longer serves me. And shutting it down, it's that no longer serves me. That's not me. That's not my.
Right. Well, and it's really important to learn this too in dealing with romantical relationships, because I noticed back in the day, things would be going really, really good, and then I'm just bored of you. Like, I mean, I love you, I guess, but I'm bored.
Yeah.
Boring is healthy. Like, I was so used to the chaos, my whole body, brain, heart, everything interpreted healthy for boring.
Yeah.
And
That's
so we
not
have to
fun.
relearn that.
Yeah.
Well, if you're not jealous and fighting people around me and telling me I can't dress this way and do it, you must not love me.
Yeah. Yeah. Because, oh my gosh, you're beautiful today. Every day, you're beautiful. Well, I guess that wasn't so boring, but it wasn't from a healthy place. Let's put it that way. It wasn't from a healthy place. But if you don't believe it yourself.
Right.
No.
Chaos bad.
Yeah, that's. So what else we got?
Why do I only attract emotionally unavailable, what says men, but women too?
People.
Yeah. It's not that you attract these types of people. Your parents treated you that way and conditioned you to believe it's love. So when you meet someone as an adult who treats you the same way, you recognize the familiarity and call it love and hold on to it.
Yeah.
This one got me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Elaborate.
Well, so absent dad, whole different situation with the stepdad, emotionally unavailable mom. But growing up, like, we all knew mom was crazy, but we also knew mom loved us. So this is what love looks like.
Yeah.
And growing up in the cult and not being allowed to have worldly friends, you don't get the experience of, well, Bobby and Susie's parents don't act like this. Like, you think everybody's parent. So this is love.
Yeah.
And you carry that through your life, and then you meet somebody that just gives you breadcrumbs, and you're like, oh my God, they love me.
Yeah.
You know, when all you're getting is the crumbs. And like, maybe they'll talk to you in their spare time, or call you whenever, or when they have nothing better to do, or when they're Randy baby or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's like, you spend a month sad and lonely and missing them, and oh, I wish they'd call, but then all they gotta do is freaking call you for 5 minutes and you're on cloud 9 again.
Yeah.
Because, oh my God, they love me. They called me. They took time out of their day. Well, they were in between the grocery store and work or something.
Or her and her, or him and him.
Exactly.
Like, yeah.
But because you got that little bit.
Oh yeah, you're all gaga and woohoo.
Yeah.
Love is good.
And that'll hold you for a while.
Yeah. But see, what I recognized is I was actually unemotionally available.
I was too, but I told people.
And then how that plays out in that same scenario is, I think the unemotional or the emotional unavailability had to do with because I didn't feel that way about myself.
Yeah.
And so I expected that from others, or I felt that in the way that you're describing.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what I don't know how to explain it. I'm having trouble with words today. My gosh. But like, because I didn't know that I was emotionally unavailable.
Right.
I didn't know that was stuck there.
Mm-hmm.
So was it masking? Got really good at masking the fact that I didn't have the emotions behind it.
Oh, dude, we are the
masters
of masking. Yeah.
So in masking, but then in my head, I was like, this is totally cool because I don't treat myself this way. I've never been treated this way. I don't deserve to be treated this way. But every little breadcrumb that you're giving me gives me hope.
Yeah.
And so that's, I think that was kind of where I was going with that.
Yeah. And then I was talking to that one guy,
Mm-hmm.
and so respectful and courteous and fun and all of that, because we knew it wasn't going to be a thing. So we were able to be authentic with each other.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, this is like the pinnacle epitome. Like, when I do find my person, this is how I want to be treated.
Yeah.
And he's like, Cricket, no, this is bare minimum. Don't you ever accept less than this. And I'm like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
No, I know what bare minimum is.
Yeah.
And this
is really good.
This is way up there.
Compared to it.
And he says no.
Yeah. See, yeah.
But never ever did I ever until this moment realize he just told me he was giving me bare minimum.
Yeah.
His bare minimum.
Heck yeah, he was. Wow.
It just now dawned on me.
Really.
Yeah.
But we're in such a better place
Yeah.
emotionally, and yeah, I learned, I found my emotions. But that's from doing the work.
It is.
Having to do the work.
Because so many people are hurt. I can't. Are we good?
Oh yeah, we got a couple minutes yet.
Okay, real quick. Because the last few people I talked to, there was not going to be anything romantic. I would tell them, I am emotionally unavailable.
Yeah.
We can be buds. We can hang out. Whatever you're going to do with your best guy friend, that's what we can do.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
Right.
And they're still cool with it. And they still held on hope, like I can change her, I can fix her, she'll come around.
Yeah.
It's not going to change.
No.
I'm not sending you mixed signals.
No, because I'm being totally honest
But
with you.
yeah, even with me being honest with them,
Yeah.
And
But-
that's sad.
I think that's what do you call that when you, their potential. When we look at someone with their potential, they're looking at you with the potential.
Yeah, I can fix her if I could just.
If I could just do this, that, or whatever, then I can have it the way that I want it. Yeah?
Maybe.
But if I'm telling you, and you know me, like, if you don't know me, you'll know me soon enough. What I say is
Oh yeah. Especially me.
I have to. You have to sometimes to survive. So
Right.
yeah.
But we need it because if we're any
yeah.
over 30, I can't edit it.
Yeah, we need to cut it off now.
Okay.
So we will see you guys next.